Super Misfit Shop on YouTube.
What up, Super Misfit checking in. It's the time you guys been waiting for. I've been getting a lot of messages about the Ridetech full-length suspension. So here we are. What we left off at was installing these lower bars right here. So we got those installed. There's a lot of stuff going on. It look kind of silly at the moment, but I'm finna bring you guys up to speed. So the full link is pretty much done, but I'm about to reinstall it with you guys and show you guys how I came up with what I came up with. Yeah, just take a step, flip this camera around. Here's the rear end. Got it all painted up. The upper brackets welded on and stuff like that. So now we finna carry it back on over to the car and pick up on the install where we left off, and I'm elaborating on how I came up with getting these in place with you guys in a moment. So I gotta muscle up and carry this on over under the car. Give me a minute. Now I'm breathing kind of hard because I just had to muscle this rear end about 15 feet from where it was at. Then I had to muscle it up under here. So yeah, it was my workout covered for the day. So after you get those in place, the next thing we're gonna install are these babies. So let me get these ready. 1 minute. All right, I got that ready. So now we're gonna bolt these in place. You have two different size screws. Let me show you guys this. This bolt and this bolt. The longer one goes in the bottom hole, the shorter one goes in the top hole. We're gonna mount these up. Bingo, wingo. See, let me see. Yeah, we go. We in place. So we'll do that on both sides. Tighten these down. Then we're gonna pick up from there on the next step. Now that we got those ready, comes the tricky part. All right, now remember in part, I want to say, no, matter of fact, it was an extra video that I had when it showed I have the weld-on brackets. So my brackets are different. A lot of people end up with the bolt-on brackets. So when I set these brackets right here on my rear end, they was set at a 90-degree angle with my pinion angle set at 3. So no matter how I move this rear end, as long as both of these are on 90, then I know that my pinion angle is sitting snug on 3 degrees, exactly where I needed it and wanted it at. So that's how that works. Now when it comes to setting the car at ride height, you know, some people don't like their cars sitting too low, but I'm all about the stance. So I measured, hold on, I gotta move this rear end over a little bit. I measured my tire. I'm gonna be using a 275, what that was, a 275, I wanna say 40, 18, something like that. I got the tire sitting here, but basically it translates to like a 28-inch tire. So once I got my rear end where I wanted it at, I measured from the center of here up 15.5 inches. So basically that means I have about 1.5 inches of gap up there, which is pretty cool, as long as I ain't speeding over humps and bumps and whatnot, I suppose. So that's pretty much how I set that up. Now the trick to setting it at ride height is you want to have your car level. So make sure you have your car level as you could possibly get it, because if the car not level, these lower bars right here will never line up, trust me. I went through that for maybe about a day or two, and the whole problem was due to the fact that I did not have, this rear end really bothers me where it's sitting, man. Let me get this rear end in a better position so we can move forward. Give me a minute. Un momento. All right, I'm back. I feel a little better about where I had it sitting. I'm kind of crazy about that sort of thing. So anyway, make sure you do that. So now what you do is, once you figure that out, you're gonna rotate. I ain't gonna find this. I just these are, I ain't gonna find it. You get these at Harbor Freight dirt cheap. So you set that. I just put some, look, I laid that paint down, man. It's not even sticking to this thing no more. But anyway, you're gonna set that there. And you're gonna roll the back of your rear end up. Now, once that hits 90, then you know for sure that your pinion angle is set at 3. So we're gonna roll the rear end on up until we hit 90. Play with it smart. And bingo. Yeah, we at 90 now. So now we know our pinion angle is set exactly how we need it set. And from there, you want to install the lower bars. You can get the hardware ready for that. 1 minute. Now, you're gonna run this bolt through here, but before you do that, you have, now that you have it up, I went on bolted that in, but I'm gonna demonstrate exactly what's going on with this, with these right here. So, these are gonna go inside of, 1 minute, here. So you're gonna have, put this dead up. Oh, that's what the problem is. Come up with that. Come up with that. This jack gotta move. Now to move to the other side of the car. So now that you have your ride height set and whatnot, time for these. These are gonna go right in here. So one goes on the back side, one goes on this side. You're gonna roll this up, your lower bar up. Now, depending on what type of shock mount or whatever setup you got going, the holes that you might put yours in might vary from where I'm putting mine in. So that is a factor. She got those in there. Come through with these now. Sometimes you have to fight with these. I realize to get them all the way in. Now we in. Tighten those up. We can go to the next step. Now that we have those in place, it's time to center the rear end. If your carb was level, your pinion angle was right, you should be, oh, hold on. My bad, y'all. My hands. You should be dead center in the middle of your wheel well. Now the trick is centering the rear end. So that's what these are for. Right here. I dropped one in the exact same spot on the other side. You let these hang, and they come right down on, let me see, move the screen right here. And they hang perfectly down. So basically on each side, on my car, to get it dead centered, it ended up being 7 inches. So what you're gonna do is, my tape measure ready, guys. My camera guy been missing in action for a while, so y'all gotta deal with me and my non-existent recording skills. So you gonna measure, and look at that. You're gonna measure both sides. Once you get a measurement on this side, you get a measurement on that side, you get your measurements together. From there, you center the ring. Now, once you get your ring centered, that's when it's time. The worst part of the whole install. Let's see here. Go get this damn blasted tool. Once you got everything centered, that's when it's time for this. Now, my stuff is already welded in, but I'm about to give you guys an idea of what I went into that. So, let me lift up on that. Alrighty. So now that we got everything centered, so basically this is gonna act just like how your upper boy would act. This boy right here. You're gonna bolt this in to the back part of your full length. It's gonna come down and rest on the rear end. Now you don't want too much of a funky angle, so be kind of careful how you put it on there. And another thing that I did notice, if you're not being careful when you're laying this down, your rear brackets might not be even in the rear. So I made it a point to try and center those out. I got about maybe, that is, 2 fingers of space in between on both sides. So about 1 inch, give or take, on both sides. Now, we're about to bolt those up. After I'm done centering my rear end, just like I showed you guys. And yeah, I'm about to bolt those up, man. Once you guys get your measurements, you can weld it in. I'm finna in a second me getting that burned in. I got my cousin to come by. He's a pretty decent welder. He welds a whole lot better than me. I'm a better grinder than I am a welder. So I let him burn it in. Show you guys a little clip of that. But yeah, let me get to work. Once I'm done with that, we're gonna pick up where we left off. What's up? Now that we have, now we got everything bolted up in place. Check me out, check me out. All right. We got all that bolted up in place. It is time for the shots. Time for the shots. Let's go to work. So first thing first, we're gonna put the bottom plate on down there. That's gonna be the one with the ridges. So open up this bag right here. There we go. So here we are. This little bolt right here is gonna end up going in this little slot right there. But let's put this on because we want to pop this plastic cap out once we get it on here. So let's put this in position. Turn this by hand. So turn that around. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Once you get that on, the next step is putting this little washer on there. Set that down onto that. I'm working with one hand, people, so bear with me. So now that's how you set the lower part of that up. Now it's time to put the spring on here. So set that down, grab this. Yeah, I'm gonna scratch my shit up for y'all, man. Alright. So now we got the bottom on. Now in order to put the top on, we gotta remove this nozzle right here. So you're gonna have to get, where's my little screwdriver? There we go. Get you one of these right here. Hopefully the camera will focus up sometime soon. My camera not focusing. So bingo, there you go. Now you can see it better. Get you one of those. Now, see this screw right here? Gotta loosen it up. And this right here pop off. So once, let me get that off. I'm gonna need both my hands to do that. So give me a second while I get that together. Now that I got that off, you're gonna have to turn it clockwise. Once the screw locks in place, then you go back counterclockwise, loosen the screw up and pull that out. So now that we're at the top part, the first thing we wanna do is set our bingo spacer. Spacer on. Now we come with the cap. And you're gonna see how all of this is gonna pop right down perfectly on top of each other. Now, this little ring right here. that ring is gonna go right here. Now I'm gonna need both of my hands to do that. So give me a second while I put that in place, and we're gonna pick up from there. Now that we got that in place, we're gonna turn our attention to the bottom part. We're gonna rotate this until it tightens up. Now when you're turning this, what it's doing is it's pushing the bottom of the spring up. So this right here is about to be sitting flush. Let me get the turner down here. Then you guys will see exactly what we come up with. Rotations on from down there. Got it to push all the way up. So now we are going to set our cap back on. If you look in there, it got some little grooves in it. Get closer by the light. Okay, you see where it gets square there? You're gonna place it down on top of this groove in the same position. We got that back in place. About to pop this plastic clip out, lift it straight up. Get our bolt out of here. Bolt it in place. I'm gonna get my key wrenches out and tighten that up in a minute, but just giving you guys a basic idea of what we got cooking. These caps right here, gonna go on the top part. Good stuff. See that? Bingo. Now let me tighten this bolt up down here. Then we're gonna get under the car. Here we are, we're under the car. Get the appropriate hardware to bolt it in place. And that's gonna get bolted up right here. Sad to say, I'm gonna need both of my hands to do that. So let me get that in place. We're gonna pick up from there. Now we got that bolted in place. It's time to put it on the lower part. Now, this will stuff get tricky because I'm about to have to remove this jack stand to get my rear end to drop down lower to put that in place. But first, we have to get our washers. This washer gonna go in front of it. This washer right here goes on this side. So when the other washer is gonna pop in the back. So I'm about to have to muscle this to get it to lower. So I'm gonna try to do it with the camera in my hand, but nah, safety first. So I'm finna have to sit this camera down. I'm gonna pick up where I left off. And I'm finna bolt the back of this coil over to the ring and I'm gonna pick up from there for a minute. What I'm about to do is I'm finna remove this jack stand so the ring could come down, and that way I could just slide my coil over onto this little bracket right here. So give me a minute, let me take care of that and go pick up from there. There we go. We got it in position. Set our other washer in behind there. Bingo. All right. And that was the install. So up next, we're gonna have a fine tuning. Now when it comes to fine tuning this thing, guys, I have no idea what it's gonna take to fine tune it. I have absolutely not one freaking clue, but I'm not quite at the point yet to where I'm gonna have to fine tune it, so I'm not really worried about that at the moment. But when the time comes, we're gonna figure that out together. But for now, we got the install down pat. We're gonna figure out fine tuning this and getting it to ride how we wanna ride. Once I pull the trigger on some rims, I should have him some rims here soon. I've been talking with a buddy of mine about a set that he got for sale. So hopefully in the near future, we'll be on the ground with this and up and rolling, and we could do some fine tuning. But check me out. Ridetech. Coordinate. Looks smooth. Real smooth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're officially full length. The Super Misfit Camaro has a full length. Damn, that's crazy. Shout out to my guy Tim, RSK. Shout out to Ridetech. They good tech service. Man, today is a good day.